Okay. Hello. So yesterday I was working on creating a 2-minute video on how I'm going to make my first $1,000,000. It was for a school assignment. And I was having the hardest time actually narrowing in on what that's going to look like. And so I asked for an extension on the assignment. So I have until Sunday night. It's Thursday night right now. And I started writing out all the different things that I can do that are lucrative. I feel like making a video like this is very, very important for the manifestation of my first million subscribers, followers, dollars, mansions. So I really want to hone in on how specific can I get? Can I actually map out the milestones that I want to achieve? What do I want to put my energy in to manifest that? And so my character online is Boss Katie, and I have a YouTube channel. Boss Katie is like a fashion icon and model, has a modeling school, has a reality show, Boss Katie Entertainment, has the activism, acts of service, community service, political realm, festival curator, and influencer. These assets, these skills are what are going to get me there. And then also we have ads, campaigns, / video marketing. But I feel like that's more of like a Katie Shea thing. You know, I heard this quote today that said, the true dark night of the soul is the space between the old identity that you are no longer a part of and the future identity that you have not yet discovered. So it's this dark abyss of who am I? What am I? What is my purpose? What am I doing here? That process takes time. It can take a while, We are all on a different journey. We all have different timelines for our self-discovery, but I feel like I've been going through a friggin' identity crisis for the longest time, and I'm finally starting to come out of it as I honor my truth. And if I honor my truth, then nobody else can disrupt my peace, because I know my boundaries, I know my wants, my needs, my desires, and it all comes down to self-fulfillment and loving yourself enough to actually ask yourself the hard questions. Am I living to my greatest potential? Is there more for me? Am I truly happy, truly content and happy with where I'm at? Or do I want more? And it's okay to want more. You deserve more. We need to get rid of scarcity mindset, because there's enough to go around. There's literally enough abundance, resources, money, creativity, community to go around for literally everybody on the planet right now. And we can live a joyful life and prosperous life. I think people know what we need to do, but it's about the right people getting into power and taking action. And this goes down to every single aspect of our world that is corrupt. Our food system, our pollution, our garbage disposal, our oceans, our discrimination or inequality of opportunity, even poison in the water. I mean, that's huge. The water is huge. Water is life. We're made of water, and all the fluoride and all the lead and the copper and the heavy metals that are in the water, they're what keep you from lighting up, you're from your body, light, being light and healthy. So I don't want to get too sidetracked, but basically right now I'm working on making a video on how I'm going to make my first $1,000,000, and I'm still figuring out how that's going to happen, but I have a deadline. And then I also am working on the second episode of Boss Katie Entertainment, and it still has some editing work Anyway, in the meantime, what I really need to do is focus on, well, I applied for a bunch of grants today, but you know what? I applied for a bunch of grants today. I almost was going to say, I need to figure out how I'm going to pay my bills. But truthfully, I applied for a bunch of grants today, grants that could come through very soon. So, what would it feel like? What would my energy and vibration feel like if I actually shifted my focus to, okay, now that I have $10,000 in the bank, now that that's there and that's secured, what am I focusing on? You know, I want to create a modeling school, an ad agency, a YouTube channel. It's a bunch of stuff. And I've been working on this stuff for a long time, and I'm so excited to show you all because it's going to be fun and awesome, and we're going to change the world together. Yes, we will. Okay, well, I don't know. This video is 6 minutes. Maybe should I insert the clips from the bathroom yesterday? I feel like there was some gold moments. All right, I'll add some. How I'm going to make my first million. Well, it starts today. It started this morning by waking up, meditating, then getting ready, storyboarding as I go along. I'm literally, really, truly pondering, like, how am I gonna make my first million? My first thought was Boss Katie Entertainment, Netflix, like, but no, because it's not only $1 million, but it's like my first million subscribers, my first million followers, you know, my first $1 million in the bank. I feel like it's going to be from like crowdsourced funding and like online. And basically nowadays with everything being virtual, I can do it all. I can be a model, I can be an actress, I can be a filmmaker, writer, director, editor, content creator, social media, ninja, travel vlogger. Like I can literally do all of those things. It just takes a matter of me putting myself out there. And I think the thing is like I have really, really fucking awesome, interesting content and really interesting life. I know that sounds like really big. I know people are like, oh, Shay, how are you going to change the world in every single way? It starts like here in my bathroom on this day because all I have is one moment after another. Okay, how do I hone into this one moment to actually get things done that are going to lead me to those huge experiences and huge changes that I'm talking about? You know what I mean? So for right now, and this is just going to keep unfolding what I'm talking about in this story and like because I feel like I leave my followers with a lot of confusion because I'm kind of all over the place with my like thoughts and my downloads and like trying to express myself. But as I get closer and closer to like my really truly reaching my full alignment and inner self and truth and trusting and having so much faith that this is all working out in my favor and to just continue doing what I'm doing because it feels like a huge risk. I'm like, should I go get a job? But if I put hours into a job, it takes away hours that I'm doing this. And this is my act of service. It's like, it's going to grow. It's going to grow. It's going to grow. So, anyway, right in this moment, I'm getting ready. I'm going to do my makeup. I've never been super, talented or whatever with makeup, but I'm learning. And, a lot of times I just want to sing. Like my vocals will just go off and like when I'm alone and I'm not recording, I'll just start ohming and eyeing and being and like singing and letting it out, and it feels good because it like vibrates all of my chakras into alignment when I do that. So if I start busting out into random songs, that's just something that I do. If people really get to know me, a lot of people might think I'm hella weird, but a lot of people will appreciate my authenticity because it gives them permission to also be weird and express themselves. And you know what? Not having duality means that you are okay with, full expression of self, embodying everything. And what does that mean? Well, it can look kind of crazy sometimes. Those of you who know about light codes and activating your DNA and purging out ancestral traumas, and that can look like violence, it can look like anger, it can look like, I guess anger, I shouldn't necessarily say violence, because the whole point is to learn how to be non-violent and still feel, you can like recognize anger as like a emotion that's arising within you when something's not right, but it's simply just an indicator that something is not right for you and your experience, and there's no need to actually act on it. So I feel like such an old soul. Like, I feel like I've already done this 100 times. Like, being a star. Like, I know that when I get on stage, it's just gonna be like, whoa, bam. I've done it. I've done it so many times in so many lifetimes. I feel like I've done this so many times. And like, for me to even question for one moment my ability to manifest or to accomplish this dream. And now it's just a matter of really honing in on like loving it and loving my life and appreciating it, because it's been hard. And when life is really hard, it can be hard to feel grateful sometimes. You gotta work at it. But then once you start just practicing that daily gratitude, it boosts you more and more and more. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, my life is fucking awesome. I love my life. I love my life so much. And I really do love my life. I do. But love and hate are the same thing, because there is no such thing as good or bad. It's like, someone once said that to me, that love and hate are the same thing, and I did not understand at all. But I think love is like the reflection of, hold on, let me articulate this thought. If love and hate are like polar opposites, can you have one without the other? Can love be infinite love and not have any other, like the darkness, if it doesn't exist, do you still have light? I think everything is love in the end. Because love always prevails. The light wins. And that's like why we're here. We're not here to just live ordinary fucking lives. If you're a starseed, a millennial, a light worker, an intuitive, or if you even just feel out of place in this world, like if you actually feel like you don't belong or you're different, well, chances are you probably are. Okay. How are we looking? I'll try some of this like silver. For those of you who don't know, I used to be a full-time fashion model in Seattle for several years in my early 20s. That was pretty good. That's very good. I made a lot of money. And then I spent a lot of money. Okay, so I'm not so sure that liquid eyeliner is my thing on the day-to-day. Just because I'm not really like that good at it yet. I know it takes practice, but I'm on a timeline today. It's called getting this video made by the end of the day. I'm resisting the temptation to go buy Chipotle on my last $10 because I know more money will manifest. There is no doubt in my mind about that. Should I go Chipotle? Here comes the duality. The duality just seeped in. It said, Katie, are you really going to spend your last $10? But it's not your last $10. Katie, are you really going to spend the $10 that you have in the windowsill under your jade dragon on Chipotle? What are you trying to manifest? Well, yeah, I would like sustenance. I want to eat whenever I want, and I want to be healthy. And Chipotle is affordable, and it's pretty healthy. So, and I kind of want to take a walk. Like this, though, I could put a skirt on. I mean, I could eat in Chipotle, and I could talk about... Weird. I'm sensing an interesting duality around spending money on food. when I don't really have any money. But it's like, what else am I going to buy? Laundry soap. Laundry soap or Chipotle? Side note, I actually manifested a free $10 gift card for Amazon by spending $10 at Whole Foods like last week. So I spent that on laundry soap. And then I was economical and I made my own Chipotle because I just so happened to have brown rice, a can of black beans, some avocado, and some onions. So I saved my money, which I later spent on oat milk and bananas for smoothies. But I ate healthy and I also manifested laundry soap. So manifested. It's 2:30. We're doing this thing. We're making our first million. We'll try to keep this around like 10 minutes or something. I don't know. You guys tell me, like, so far when you watch my videos, do you make it this long? Do you want to hear more? Are you entertained? Are you bored? Maybe you already left. Bueller. Just kidding, but drop a comment and let me know. Like, I need feedback because I'll provide what people need if I know what you guys need from me. And sometimes I need to express myself, like, blah. But ultimately, like, let me know what you guys want to know, what kind of content you're liking these days. If you love cats and you want to see more cat videos. Hi. Okay, Boss Katie, over and out.